walked into the room like a spark in the night. Every eye to follow, every shadow turned bright. You love the surface, the glow that you wore, but I saw the cracks you were hiding before. We've earned all the smiles you practiced so well. It was a quiet story you never would tell, while they chased the glitter with flawless design. I was whistling close to the ache in your spine. You said I'm okay, but your voice always shoot like a truth buried deep in the lines of your look. I didn't need reasons, I didn't need signs. I loved you beyond the shine. I loved you beyond the shine, past the beauty, past the light. When the world only wanted your perfect disguise, I stayed with the scars you tried to deny. I loved you in silence and shadows and time, when the sparkle was gone and the stars wouldn't align. We loved what you showed, but I crossed that line. I loved you beyond the shine. You feared being seen without all your grace, afraid if you fell you'd be easy to replace. You carried your doubts like a secret war, smiling for crowds while bleeding for more. I watched you unravel when no one was near, heard every unspoken, visible fear. You asked me once, would you stay if I fall? I never loved you for standing tall. When the mirror was cool and the night felt unkind, I held every piece you were leaving behind. You didn't have to glow for me to believe you were already everything I'd ever need. I loved you beyond the shine, past the glory, past the flame, when the applause faded out and forgot your name. I stayed in the side let me love you as you are tonight. I loved you beyond the shine, when the light finally burned you blind, when you stripped down every reason to hide. I chose your soul every time. If the war walks out, when the bloated cries, I'll be here when the stars resign. They loved your beauty, your borrowed sand, but I loved you beyond shine. Beyond the shine, I loved you beyond the shine.
Never walked into the room like a promise. No halo resting quietly on your head. You came with tired eyes and honest silence, with things you wished you'd never said. You learned to smile, but your hands would always give you away. I saw the weight you carried daily, and loved you more for every break. I stayed right there. You didn't have the scars you wear. You let me see the truth you bear. In that moment, soft and slow, I felt my heart begin to know you're not perfect, but truly mine. No flawless stars, no perfect lines. I love the way your voice will fall when you're afraid to stand too tall. The world may chase a better sign, but I chose you every time. You're not perfect, but truly mine. You never claimed you had the answers. You never said you'd save my soul. You only offered broken laughter and nights that didn't feel so cold. You showed me parts you hated most, the quiet doubts you tried to drown, and every time you led me closer, never tried to shine or shine. You just stood still and stayed in time. You're not perfect, but truly mine. No borrowed dreams, no borrowed shine. I love the cracks you try to hide, the tears you hold back deep inside. If loving you means crossing lines, I cross them all. No, no second signs. You're not perfect, but truly mine. If someday you feel you're not enough and know your strength has turned to dust, remember how you looked at me when you finally let yourself be. You never had to change a thing. Your broken truth was everything. You're not perfect, but truly mine. And every loss and every sign, I'll hold you when the world feels cold, when every story's been retold. If all that's left is fragile time, I'll still be yours. And you'll be mine. You're not perfect, but truly mine. I didn't need a flawless sign. I needed a heart that stayed, and that was mine. You're not perfect. And I've been walking through the noise of lonely nights, chasing dreams that never stayed. Every road was cold and restless, every love just slipped away. I wore my scars like silent armor, learned to stand on broken ground. I thought love was just a rumor, till your eyes turned me around. You never tried to fix my pieces, never asked me to be strong. You just listened to my weakness, like it's where I belong. Your heart was always home, in a world that wouldn't hold me. When I lost my faith and hope, you were there before I knew it. I don't need a perfect love, or a sky without the storm. I just needed somewhere safe to go, and your heart was always home. You saw the truth behind my silence, read the words I couldn't say. You didn't mind my fragile moments, or the shadows in my days. I've been loved for how I'm breathing, not for what I'm trying to be. In your arms I stopped tomorrow falls apart and the world turns dark and cruel, I'll remember who you are and the way you pull me through. Every crack, every scar, every doubt I've ever known led me straight into your arms, where I finally felt at home. Your heart was always home, not a place but a feeling, where my broken soul belongs, where my healing started breathing. I don't need a perfect life or a crown of gold and chrome. All I ever wanted was your love. Your heart was always home. When the lights all fade away and the silence softly roams, I'll still know where I belong. Your heart was always home. Your heart was always home. Met you in the quiet of a broken night. No perfect smile, no easy light. You wore your scars like open doors, every truth you couldn't ignore. I saw the way behind your eyes, stories buried under sighs. Never promised heaven's grace, just honest tears upon your face. And in that fragile, trembling way, I felt my restless heart slow down and stay. Your soul taught my heart to stay when running felt the safe way. You showed me love doesn't pretend, it holds the cracks, it doesn't bend. I didn't need you to be strong, or flawless just to prove me wrong. In every doubt, in every scar, your soul taught my heart who you are. Spoken truths that cut but heal, nothing dressed up, everything real. Some days you broke right in my arms, some nights you feared your own dark thoughts. But even when you felt so small, I saw the courage in it all. You didn't hide, you didn't flee, you trusted all your fears with me. Never asked me to be blind, just to love you as I find. And in that raw, unguarded state, you taught my heart the strength to stay. Your soul taught my heart to stay when love looked messy, worn and gray. You proved perfection
stay. Not every night is bathed in flame, but love that lasts is brave and slow. It grows where only truth can go. I love the way you're incomplete, the way your pain still dares to breathe. And all you are, both torn and smart, your soul taught my heart, my heart. So don't be more than what you are. I loved you long before the stars. No perfect and no scripted art, just you who taught my heart to stay. Walked into the room like borrowed light. Everyone saw gold, I saw the night. Behind the smile you tried to keep so clean, I felt the weight of things you'd never seen. They praise the shine that followed you around, but I heard every unspoken sound. You were afraid I'd turn away if I knew the truth you never say. But love don't run from scars and fear, it leans in close and stays right here. I loved your soul, not your halo, not the crown you wore for show. I love the cracks, the silent cries, the parts you tried so hard to hide. I didn't need you, flawless or whole. I loved your soul, not your halo. You apologize for every flaw, like broken wings meant you couldn't fall. You thought perfection kept you safe, but it was hurting you every day. I saw the fire behind the doubt, a beating heart still screaming out. You said, what if I'm not enough? I said, that's when love gets tough, 'cause real love isn't blind I need it all. No perfect words, no saving grace, just your heart against my face. If love is real, it won't demand a spotless life, a steady hand. I loved your soul, not your halo, not the myth they never knew. I love the darkness that made you real, the way your wounds still chose to feel. If loving you means losing control, I'd still choose you, body and soul. I loved your soul, not your halo. So stand with me, just as you are. No borrowed light, no distant stars. You never had to be divine. Your human heart was always mine. I've never asked for diamonds in your eyes, or a flawless smile to light the night. You came with shadow stories hard to say, scars you carried from yesterday. Your hands were shaking, your faith was torn, still you stood there, weathered and worn. The world kept telling you who to be, but you were already everything to me. I saw the cracks beneath your skin, where truth and fear were living in. No perfect dream, no polished scene, just a heart that dared to feel. Your soul was enough for me, more than the shine they wanted to see. I didn't need a perfect flame, I loved you raw, I loved your pain. When the night was all you could show and your light was burning low, I stayed, I believed. Your soul was enough for me. You spoke in silence, I heard every word. All the battles your tears never blurred. You tried to hide behind broken pride, afraid your truth would make me run and hide. But I fell deeper every time you fell, in the parts of you you hated yourself. No crown, no mask, trusted me. They chased a love that looks divine. I chose the one that bleeds in time. No flawless heart, no guarantee, just honest love and vulnerability. Your soul was enough for me, more than perfection's fantasy. I didn't want a painted sky, I wanted storms where hearts don't lie. When you were tired of being strong and felt like everything was wrong, I stayed, I believe your soul was enough for me. If the world breaks you down again, if you forget who you've always been, I'll remind you in the darkest room, you were never too much or too doomed. Every flaw, every tear you hide is the reason I'm still by your side. Your soul is enough for me, in your weakness, in your bravery. No perfect ending, no holy sign, just your heart beating next to mine. If tomorrow takes everything and leaves us with nothing to see, I'll stay, I believe your soul will always be enough for me. No perfection ever made me stay. It was your soul that showed the way. I see the way you hide your scars at night, like they're the reason you don't shine. You smile like nothing ever hurt you, but I can hear the truth between the lines. You learn to be strong by standing alone, carrying weight no one should know. Every crack you try to cover is a story your heart still holds. You say you're damaged, hard to love, like you're too much or not enough, but I see something you can't see. I love the parts you fear the most, the parts you never healed. You're beautiful where you're broken, where your heart learned how to ache. Every flaw you call a failure is a promise you didn't break. You don't need to be unshaken to be finally complete. You're beautiful where you're broken, and that's why you're perfect to me. So let the world chase flawless dreams. Let them run from what is true. I'll stay right here, loving deeply every broken part of you. Never try to shine too bright. Never painted stars into the night. Your spoken pause is soft and low, like every word was afraid to go. Your eyes didn't promise forever, just moments that felt real and tender. In a world dressed up in disguise, you stood there without alibis. I listened and I stayed. You didn't sell me perfect dreams, you showed me cracks between your seams. And somehow standing there with you, I felt something honest coming through. I fell for the truth in you, not the beauty they all pursue. I fell when your voice would shake, when your heart was close to break. No lies wrapped in golden youth, just love that's naked, raw and true. I fell for the truth in you. You never had your fears from me. You let me see what no one sees, the quiet doubts you carry home, the nights you hate being alone. You never claimed you had it right, you only asked me to stay the night. Not forever, just until the pain learned how to breathe again. So I stayed right there.
Remember how you looked at me when honesty set you free. You never had to change a thing. Your truth was always everything. Truth in you, in every scar you're walking through. I fall when you're tired and afraid, when your light begins to fade. If all the lies are dressed in gold, I'll choose your truth, growing old. I fall. I still fall for the truth in you.
Never walked into the room like a flawless dream. No shining armor, no perfect scene. You carry storms behind your smile, scars from battles you never denied. Your hands were shaking when you spoke your truth, but every word felt painfully real. I saw the cracks you tried to hide, and somehow they pulled me closer still. They told me love should look complete, no tears, no fears, no broken seams. But I was tired of chasing light that disappears when it meets the night. I chose your heart over perfection, over polished lies and cold protection. I chose the way your soul still fights, even when you're losing the light. I chose your pain, your truth, your scars, over distant, untouchable stars. If loving you was my confession, I chose your heart over perfection. You never promised forever in gold. You promised honesty even when it's cold. You showed me weakness isn't defeat, it's the courage to stay on trembling feet. I've seen you fall and rise again, with bloodied hope and broken plans. Still you love with everything you had, even when life slipped through your hands. I didn't need a flawless face, I needed somewhere real to stay. A heart that beats, a soul that feels, something alive, something real. I chose your heart over perfection, over silent strength and fake direction. made of. Perfection over every easy direction. I chose the soul that bleeds and tries over beautiful empty lives. I chose your love, raw and real, every wound you couldn't heal. If this love needs no protection, I chose your heart over perfection. Inside the perfect frame, stay the way you are tonight. Your heart is why I chose this life.
Never walked in like a perfect dream. No silver words, no polished scenes. Your smile trembled before it shined, like it was afraid of wasting time. You spoke in pauses, breath held tight, as if your truth might start a fight. But every silence pulled me near. I heard your heart between the fears. You tried to hide the parts that ache, every wrong turn, every mistake. You said I'm not what love should choose, like love was something you could lose. But when your eyes refused to lie, I saw the reason hearts survive. No flawless lines, no scripted role, just a beautifully fragile soul. And when your voice began to shake, I stayed. When your walls started to break, I didn't what strength meant standing alone, carrying weight you never shown. But love was never built that way. It breathes in nights you can't be brave. I never needed you to shine. Just stay when darkness crossed your mind. Your weakness never changed my view. It showed me how deeply you're true. When you whispered you weren't enough, I held you close. When loving felt too hard and rough, I chose you most. Flaws never scared my love. They taught my heart what must. I didn't fall for perfection. I fell for your reflection. Every tear you couldn't fight was where my soul found light. This was real, this was true. Flaws never scared my love for you. If the world demands a better face, if it tells you love should be replaced, remember nights I wouldn't leave, when all you had was what you couldn't be. I loved you there, I loved you still. In every doubt, against my will.